Hi friends, welcome to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading. So today we are doing a Pick a Card reading on The Little Birdie Told Me. So what is the whispers on the winds trying to tell you? What are the birds saying to you right now? So we're gonna dive right into this reading here. I've got 4 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Once again, that's pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. What are the whispers on the winds looking to tell you in this moment? What do you need to know? They're going to be kind of general messages, but we'll see. Whatever. I'm leaving it open. Anyway, go down to the description section of this video right now and click on your pile. Hi there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the reading with this, I believe it's petrified wood. It could be a different stone as well, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Just pretty neat. So let's check in and see. What are the whispers on the winds for you? What is the message that you need to know right now? Leaving it pretty open. Let's find out. First up, we've got a card from the Fairytale Lenormand. It is the bouquet. Ooh, look at that. Friends, you're being given the gift of flowers, right? When do you get flowers given to you? Well, there's a couple of options, but I think for me, what I'm getting right here is this act of congratulations. What is the messages on the wind? What did the little birdie tell me about you? To congratulate you that you are you're killing it right now. You know, you're rocking life, you're making things happen, and you're being congratulated on that. So congratulations, whatever's going on in your life right now. You know, you're being noticed by the other realms, right? The spirit realm is seeing what you're doing, and you know, they're happy for you. Your team, your guides, they're all happy. Look at all these smiling faces in those flowers. Can you see that? Can you see all the smiling happy faces? They're all here for you, right? They're all super proud of you and excited about you. So they're telling you congratulations. That's the first message here. Let's keep looking at the cards. 4 of Cups, which is, okay, interesting. So, you know, I think that this bouquet as well, the universe is giving you this bouquet in the very same sense as in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The 4 of Cups is depicted as the person is looking at 3 cups here, and they are obsessed over those 3 cups. But there's really a 4th cup being given by the universe itself that they're not noticing, they're not seeing. So maybe, you know, maybe this congratulations from the universe, right, that's coming in for you is something that you had no idea about, right? Like maybe you've been too hard on yourself. Maybe you haven't given yourself enough credit for how far you've come in life. And you're being encouraged to really take a second look, right? Don't focus on the things that haven't worked out in your life. Whatever about those, you know? What have you accomplished? What have you done? What has been great for you? You know, what has worked out? Because like I said, with this bouquet, I was really feeling that, like, here's a gift from the universe, right? Here's congratulations. And the four of Cups is literally that there's a gift from the universe coming in for you right now. And maybe you're not seeing it because of your perspective, but you're being encouraged to shift your perspective now and to shift into this congratulations mindset for yourself. Tell yourself congratulations. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you. You know, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of you. Look at how far we've come, you know? And then by doing that, you open yourself up to the ability to receive whatever this gift from the universe is, because you'll be more open to it. You'll be more open to accepting, you know, that you know, believing that you have something for yourself, you know, that something is here to offer for you, that you have the ability to be offered a gift, you know, that you are special, that you are important. That you matter. You know, we all matter in this life. We really do. You specifically matter, and the universe is trying to tell you that. They're trying to get your attention right now. The whispers on the wind, the little birdie is telling you, hey, you matter, you know? Remember, you matter. You're important. Here's a bouquet of flowers. Congratulations. I love you, you know? You're getting those messages from the universe right now. Wow. Look at that. It's the 4 of Cups again. Whenever a card comes up twice in a reading, it's really, really kind of hitting home that that's the most important message to take away. So you're really not seeing that, maybe you're really not seeing that. And you're really not seeing this extra bonus gift that the universe is trying to give you right now, right? You're not allowing yourself to receive. It's time to open yourself up to receiving, first of all, right? Maybe you're somebody who just gives, which I can totally relate to because I've been there a lot in my life. It's time to slow down and fill your own cup, know that it's okay. Give yourself a bouquet of flowers. Maybe it's time to go out and get some flowers for yourself. You know what I mean? If you're not getting them from anybody else and you really want a bouquet of flowers, buy them for yourself and cherish yourself. Be your own lover, for a minute. If you're not with anybody, if you're single, or even if you're in a relationship and you're not getting enough attention or any of that, give yourself that attention, fill your own cup and allow the universe to help you out, because they're here for you. They really are. Your spirits, your guides, they're coming in on the wind here today to tell you that you're beautiful. And you deserve to receive. You should allow yourself to receive. If somebody pays you a compliment, don't just shut it down right away, right? Don't be like, oh no. Say thank you. Receive it. If somebody says, oh wow, you did a great job at this thing, tell yourself, well, first of all, just say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And then let yourself feel that compliment. Because it's there and you've earned it. You earned that compliment. If somebody gives you a compliment, you earned that compliment. Take it. It's okay. Because I'm sure that you're giving out compliments all the time to others as well. So by being in that balance, you allow yourself to be more at ease, Final card we have is the Tower. I don't really read reversals in these readings. So yeah, by doing that, you kind of give yourself this total life shift. This looks scary. It doesn't have to be. In this instance, this is a very general reading that we're doing right now. I feel it being very general. So it just looks like you just have a life change that needs to come in here, by being open to receiving this, this final cup that's looking to come to your life, it's a perspective shift. It's time to shift your perspective away from the things in your life that aren't working anymore, the things in your life that don't make sense, the things in your life that, that have caused you pain, maybe past experiences. Maybe you're thinking about the past all the time. You're thinking about things that happened. Regardless of what your situation is, with this bouquet of flowers, you're being given this gift to say, hey, look, you got this beautiful thing coming in for you. If you start to pay attention to that, then you can walk away from any kind of like craziness that has happened in your life and move into a new sense of peace and a new sense of calm. That final cup that's being given to you is very similar to the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in emotional well-being and emotional support, And like I said, this is telling you, congratulations, that compliment I was giving you at the very beginning, maybe you just shut it down immediately. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I don't deserve that compliment. Take it. The universe is giving it to you. That's what the little birdie is telling me to tell you right now. Right? Like, they need a compliment. Take that compliment. You are accomplishing a lot in your life. Remember that. Look at it. Give yourself that support. Give yourself that freedom, that love, that kindness, because it's here for you. It's here for you right here, right now. And it's time to move into a new phase of life, a new phase of being that comes from a foundation of self-love. Because if you can build for yourself a foundation of self-love, I say this all the time because it's so true, you can build anything that you want, anything you want to have happen, anything you want to do, anything you want to go out and get, you can do all of it. But it has to come from believing in yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then you're against yourself. You're against your momentum. You're against your ability to create something. It's a surefire way to self-sabotage. You know what I mean? It's by telling yourself, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm not capable of doing that. Oh, that's not for me to do that. That's for other people. If you tell yourself that, then immediately that's going to be your reality, because our thoughts dictate our reality. They really, really do. You know, our inner and outer landscapes reflect one another. They always do. So if you want to change the world around you, if you want to change your world, if you don't like where you are, if you don't like what's happening, if you're totally lost in the chaos that's going on right now in the world, because it's pretty intense, let me tell you, the only way to do that is to go within. You know, instead of looking without and looking at the past and looking at what's going on and being freaked out and all this stuff, none of that, by being in that energy, you're not helping yourself. You can't get out of what's going on by doing that, you know? And sometimes I know it's hard to say, especially in a moment like this when it seems so dire, more dire than ever to pay attention because so much is happening. This actually is a time to go within and reflect more than anything, you know? And like, maybe it's time to tune out social media a little bit more. If you're having, if it's causing you anxiety, you know, if it's, you go on the internet and it just immediately twings you and pulls you back and pushes you down, right? Then that is a time to take a break. And it's okay to take a break. You can give yourself permission, right? With this like final card here, like you can give yourself permission to not focus on this stuff for a while and to focus on you and to give yourself some flowers. You know, what is working in your life right now? Not the world. Don't look at the world. Look at your life. Look at your personal life. Look at you in this moment. What is working? Because at the end of the day, that is what you have control over. You do not have direct control over global events. Unfortunately, we don't. You know, make sure that you go out and vote. Make sure that you're informed to a certain extent about events, you know. But like, if you're not a member of Congress right now, there's not a lot that you can do about the post office, for instance. I know this is global and I'm just talking about America, and I know we all have our own problems. Let that be your own particular set of problems, right? Like whatever's happening in your country or in your region or whatever, you know. Yes, we all do have a certain amount of powers that we can do, but our influence is first and foremost in our own specific lives and with our own selves, right? Every individual human being has free will on this planet. So because of that, you can't stop anybody from doing anything. I mean, you can talk about things and you can put across your position. You can be an activist. If you're being called to do that, I'm not telling you not to do that. Like, do that. That's great. But if you're being totally rocked by what's happening in the world and it's just careening you towards anxiety and it's not helping you and you're not, you know, directly involved with it and you're not going to be directly involved with it, then take a time to take a break. This is the time to take a break and to come back into center and to have faith and trust that when you're centered, you're going to find the things that you are able to do, right? For instance, me, I'm not paying super attention to what's going on in the world right now because it causes me a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. I keep a little bit up to date. You know, it's impossible to filter everything out, so I just have faith and trust that the most important things are going to come to me anyway. And then I'm focusing all my energy on doing this because it makes me feel better and it makes other people feel better. And like, that's a beautiful thing. I would rather do that than worry about the post office right now. You know, that's just one example. So take that for your own situation. Whatever's happening in your life right now, make sure you're focusing on you, you know, and you're filling up your own cup right now because it's so important. And give yourself a bouquet of flowers. Take a minute out and go out and buy yourself some flowers. I might do that for me today. I think I'm going to go buy myself some flowers after this because I deserve it, you know, and I love flowers. They're beautiful. And there's cheap places to buy flowers. Buy them on discount at the grocery store. You know, once again, this is for America. I'd take it for your own country. I don't know. Go to the flower shop at night or something, you know, go to your flower market when they're closing up shop. I'm sure they'll have a discount, you know, if you need a discount, you know, whatever. So yeah, anyway, pile number 1, that was my reading for you. I know it was super short. Please let me know in the comments what you think of it either way. Kind of trying out some new things with this idea, and I liked it. I think it worked out really nice. If you ever want a more detailed reading with me, this was super general. I can get very specific for you and your life and your situation. Feel free to check out my website at www.junodrome.com. I've got all of my readings available there. And I am really happy to announce I've started a Patreon page where you can help support me more and get a lot of really wonderful and amazing bonus content that you can't get anywhere else. Please feel free to check that out at www.patreon.com/JunoDrome. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll catch you later. Hi there, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the reading with my Stormy Blue Stone here. Don't know the name of it. Just call it Mr. Stormy. It's great. Super friendly. I love it. Mysterious, but kind in a kind way. Kind, gentle mystery. All right, so this is the reading for the messages on the wind. A little birdie. What is a little birdie going to tell me about you and your life and your situation right now? Let's find out. First up, you have the Tower. Ooh, okay. Major life changes happening here. But also, like, with the Rapunzel in here, it gives it a little bit of a difference from the Tower in the tarot, you know, because for the Lenormand deck here, the Fairytale Lenormand, I just read it mostly as symbols and a little bit less as actual meanings, like the tarot meanings. It depends on the situation, but you know, with that Rapunzel's hair coming down, it's sort of telling me that, like, if you feel stuck in a situation right now, the little birdie is coming to tell me, the whispers on the winds blowing in are coming to say that you have all of the tools at your disposal to get yourself out of it. And in fact, you're being encouraged to do so, to use your ingenuity, to think outside of the box in this situation, to try to make something else happen. If you're feeling stuck, you're feeling lost, it's time to bring in a new situation. And this can also be the Tower meaning as well, where it's like we're talking about a new beginning, an ending to a certain life situation, and it's a total change of your external environment that's coming in here. And it doesn't have to be scary. Sometimes it is, but it's not always. It's just that there's a major change happening for your life right now. Big change coming in. And we can see that as well reflected in these numbers, because you have a 1 and a 9, which 1 is the beginning, 9 is the end. So you're at a beginning and an end here. And together that makes 10, which is a 1. So you've got another 1. Yeah, so you also got the 6 of Swords here because there's a 6 of Spades on there. So the 6 of Swords is kind of this energy of walking away, moving on, moving into something else, moving on to a new thing. So we get all of that in here. And in order to move away from what's going on in your life right now, moving away from this situation, like I said, it's going to take ingenuity. But you have that ingenuity. You have all of the tools at your disposal to move on to a new phase of being. You have all of the tools at your disposal to walk away from any situations that are no longer serving you, to find situations that are going to be much better for you. The Wild Unknown card comes up next. We've got the Temperance card. Yeah, okay, that totally reflects that same meaning. So, you know, the Temperance card comes in to tell you that you can make lemonade out of any lemons that come into your life. I firmly believe that. So if there's ever any situation that's coming in, the Temperance card, it's the balancing of forces. It's mixing together two not so great situations to make a third outcome that's perfect and beautiful for everybody, right? It's like taking the middle road sometimes. It's saying that there's not always a black and white answer to everything, that sometimes things are gray, and that actually in that grayness is your opportunity to move forward. That you have the ability to kind of come up with your own solution to whatever's going on in your life. If you have a problem or you have a situation that needs to be resolved or moved on from or moved into something else, that you have all of the tools at your disposal to make that happen. And in fact, you're going to be able to come up with an outcome that's much better than you could have ever imagined. And the little birdie, you know, in this instance, the big birdie, this heron here, is coming in, flying in to tell you, like, you have the ability to transform these tears into the fiery passion of your new beginning, right? The tears are coming down to indicate maybe sadness in a difficult situation, but they're being ignited in this fiery, passionate flame to show you that you are following your hopes and your desires and your abilities to make new things happen. That's a beautiful, beautiful message. Next up, we have from the 1JJ Swiss deck, we've got the 2 of Cups. Yeah, okay. So once again, it's that fusion of forces together. Wow, they're all kind of in the same line here, which is amazing. I always think it's pretty cool when these decks kind of all reflect each other really, really nicely. But in this instance, right, it's this idea that, you know, you've got you've got two separate forces here that are seemingly opposite. And they tend to be, this can talk about two different things with the Two of Cups. It can be like two people coming together, or more often than not, when I read it, especially just because most of these readings are for internal spiritual work, this is all about fusing these two things within yourself. Any opposing forces that are present in your life right now can actually be fused together as this one extra beautiful, non-dual, like, whole spiritual self, and you're being encouraged to look inside and see if there are anything that any forces within you that aren't balanced or aren't working or aren't combining together, and to say, okay, how can I fuse these forces together? How can I meld the opposite forces of myself together so that I can move forward from one single voice, from one single intention, from one single thought, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm living, this is what I'm doing moving forward. And that's where this Tower moment is going to come through. It's like, by doing that, by putting yourself in that mindset, by saying, okay, this is what I want, I'm going to do everything I can to go out and get this, right? By putting that forward, what you're actually also doing is you are letting go of all of the things around you that are no longer supporting that vision. You're walking away with that Six of Swords here from all of the things in life that aren't working anymore. The people, the situations, the places, all of that. If they're not going to fit this new you that you're building, this fusing together of elements, when you have your thing, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going. If this stuff isn't fitting in that anymore, this is encouraging you to remember that you can let things go, that it's okay to let things go, that it's okay to move on from situations, it's okay to move on from people, it's okay to move into something new. And in fact, by doing that, you're actually opening yourself up a new beginning that's going to be beautiful for yourself, and you're going to move out of these tears and into this fiery passion of you, and allow yourself to take that fiery passion and run with it, to use the fiery passion and run forward with that passion, because it's here for you. The final card that we have comes from the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and it's the Wheel of Fortune. So there you go. When you do that, right, fortune is on your side. Fortune is here for you. I kind of always relate this card to mean fortune, right? To mean actual fortunate situations coming in for you. Sometimes other people, don't relate it to be that way. It can be either or, whatever happens, it's like a toss of the dice kind of a thing. But I don't really feel that for this. I never kind of interpret it that way personally. For me, whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes in, it is saying definitively you have fortune on your side. And sometimes fortune favors the bold, right? There's that adage. So keep that in mind. If you have to take bold action, maybe you have to take bold action, and that's okay. That's actually encouraging you to do so. And by doing that, you actually are able to move forward into whatever you need for yourself. You're able to build this beautiful, strong future that definitely wants to come into your life right now. And remember, the first message that came in was you have all of the tools at your disposal to make that transformation happen. So you're being encouraged to really embrace that, really embrace uniting any opposing forces within yourself together and really mixing together any forces. Remember, you can make lemonade out of any lemons that are present in your life. And at the end of the day, remember, our inner and outer landscapes reflect one another. So if your external world is, a little chaotic right now or not working out for you, the best way to fix that is to go within and come back into yourself and your center and know what you want and have a strong vision. And then you can bring that into the external and exchange that with the external, change your external environment to reflect this new place that you're at. But it's important to come into that place within first, because just changing your external environment does not change the internal environment. So like if there's that idea of like, you're just like moving to another city isn't going to solve all your problems, right? You kind of got to solve all your problems. And then if you need to move to another city from there, great, do it. If it's time to move on that way because you've come to this conclusion because you've healed and fused these elements within yourself, then that's perfect to do that. But if you're not quite at that point yet, I mean, obviously I'm not telling you not to move if you want to move, but you know what I mean. Like, make sure that you're also focusing within as much as you're focusing on changing without, because it's that fusion of those two things together that allows for this type of thing to happen, you know, for this new growth to happen, for this new start to happen, for this new beginning that wants to come into your life, right? And you're being encouraged to do all of that. So anyway, pile number 2, that was my reading for you. I know it's a little bit short. These are my quick readings. If you want something more in-depth and more about you and your life and your personal situation, feel free to check out my website at www.junodrome.com. I have a couple of private readings available, and I would love to give one to you. And then finally, if you'd like to support this channel a little bit more, and you'd like some really incredible, amazing bonus content from me, please feel free to check out my Patreon at www.patreon.com/Junodrome. I have a bunch of really awesome perks for you, so please check that out. Let me know what you think about it either way. And finally, just a super big thanks to all of my new YouTube subscribers and everybody who's joining me on this tarot journey. I'm so excited to continue to bring these readings to you, so thank you for tuning in. Anyway, pile number 2, have a wonderful day. Catch you later. Hi there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading devoted to what is the little birdie telling you? What is the whispers on the winds telling me about you and your life and your situation, so we can give you some guidance and some wisdom and some clarity moving forward. You chose the pile with this really lovely blue lapis lazuli stone, really wonderful, kind of tapping into your own power, your own royalty, your own divinity, which is always a wonderful thing to do. First up, we have a card from the Fairytale Lenormand, and you've got the fox. Okay, the fox talks about cunning, being smart, using your wisdom. And then this particular fox is represented as Robin Hood, right? So you've also got the Robin Hood imagery present here, which is taking from the rich and giving to the poor. So this idea of exchange, of kindness. So the message on the wind about you is that you're a very generous person. The little birdie's telling me that you're very kind and very generous, which is wonderful. You know, it's nice to be that, but you're also really smart and cunning. So they're encouraging you to remember to use your own wisdom as you're giving to others too. And it's really important. Remember to have boundaries, remember to have strong boundaries, and be smart about things, right? Not everybody has your best interest at heart, which is not always easy to hear, coming from somebody who does not want to hear that very often. I get it, trust me. But you know, sometimes not everybody's got your best interest at heart, so it's just important to use that cunning, use that smart that you have, and use your intuition. Because I think Robin Hood was a very intuitive person as well, right? He was able to know, like, oh, I shouldn't be here right now because people are coming back, you know, or, oh, the king is going to be here on this day and this, whatever, you know, whatever Robin Hood you want to make the situation, right? But with this card, you know, I'm really kind of getting that sense that it's important for you to use that cunning. And then this is also reminding me of in the Wild Unknown Tarot, the 7 of Swords card is depicted as a fox lying on a sword. So I get more of that imagery with this as well, which is saying you don't have to reveal everything about your situation to everyone, right? If you're planning something, if you're like trying to build something or manifest something into your life, you don't have to tell everyone about it. And in fact, it's probably best that you don't tell certain people about it right away, because you don't know who's going to be thinking about it one way or the other. You don't know who's going to be putting their bad juju in it. You know, you don't know who means you well and who doesn't sometimes. So it's just a matter of like keep things close, you know, keep your plans close, keep your hopes and dreams close. You don't have to share them with everybody, because everybody's going to try to give you their opinion on it, and not everybody's opinion on a situation is actually going to be applicable to your life and your situation, whatever's going on. So just keep that discernment. And then finally, we have the 9 of Wands here as well, with that 9 of Clubs down at the bottom, and that is talking about this idea of you know, this battle-hardened soldier kind of a person, or just somebody who's been through a lot, right? And that's they've grown from that, they've learned from that. It's this idea of transforming your your experience in life into wisdom. So you've been through a lot in the past. I can see with that. You've been through a lot of situations that have been tricky and difficult. And so you're being encouraged to really kind of remember that and transform that wisdom within you that of past situations that have happened. Don't bring them into the present and be afraid. Don't be afraid, oh my God, all this stuff is going to happen again. Oh my God, oh my God. It's letting that go and then turning it into wisdom. So it's instead of being like, oh my God, is this going to happen? I don't know, to like, oh, I remember when this happened before, and there were all of these signs leading up to it that I wasn't looking at. But now I'm seeing a couple of these signs coming in from that period before, coming into my life right now. So I'm going to just take some action, take some precaution, take some movement right now to make sure that that this situation doesn't happen the same way. And I'm stronger now. I've been through it all. I know what it's like. I can get out on the other side. So if it happens again, I at least know I can make it. But I know that I don't have to put myself in the same difficulty, in the same struggle, in the same problems that I was in before. And I can let a lot of that stuff go. And I can just be in my own peace and calm and let other people be in the dramatic stuff. Let other people deal with what they're dealing with. Let other people think what they want to think. It doesn't matter, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what other people think of you. It matters, what are your actions? Are you hurting anybody or not? If you're not hurting anybody, are you following your heart? If you're following your heart, you're not hurting anybody. You're building a life for yourself, for your dreams, and you're going out there and you're trying to make your own happiness happen, then screw what other people think. If other people don't like that, that is their problem. That is not your problem. It's not your problem if other people don't want your happiness. There are some people out there, and it's really horrible to even realize that this is the case, but there are some people out there who don't like seeing other people happy. It makes them angry when other people are happy because they're not happy themselves and they don't know how to find that happiness themselves. And so they just want to bring people down. There are certain people out there who just want to bring other people down because they are so lost inside that other people doing well threatens them, and that's really sad. And you're being encouraged to not, just remember that there are certain people like that out there, and that, you got to protect yourself, and that it's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to stick up boundaries. If there's ever a situation that you need a hard boundary from, it's okay to do that. Wow, I went so far on a tangent with just this one card. Let's see what the rest is saying. Oh, because you got the star coming in. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. This North Star inside, right? What matters is following your heart, like I was saying, and following your passions and following your drives. And like, your intuition is so on point right now. You are bringing in your dreams. Your dreams are coming for you right now, and they're going to be, the road ahead is going to be highlighted with this inner guidance, this inner North Star that's going to show you exactly where you need to go, exactly what you need to do, all of the things that need to happen in order to lead up to this like beautiful, shining star. You are the star of your own life. Don't forget that. You're a star. And like, whether or not that means being famous, whatever. It just means like you're a star, in your own light, in your own being, by embracing your heart, by following your authenticity and sharing that authenticity with the world even. But come up with your plans, come up with your visions, come up with the things you're trying to manifest. I kind of get the sense you're trying to manifest something into your life. I don't have cards saying that, but we'll see with more. I just feel that. So trust yourself, trust it. And you don't have to tell all of the details to everybody, because you don't want everybody's opinion and you don't want anybody else's thoughts getting in the way of it. Right now, if it doesn't exist in the physical yet, that means that it's still in the vision stage. And as a visionary, it's your job to protect your visions. Because those visions, if you have visions of things, if you have visions to build things and ideas to make things happen in that creative spark, those visions are coming from the divine. That's what the wind is telling you. The little birdie wants to come in, giving you your visions and your hopes and dreams, right? Like, those come from the divine, I fully believe. We channel those into our being as visionaries. We channel in our visions and then bring them into the physical. But before you're ready to do that, you can't tell everybody about it. Maybe there are some people you can tell, especially if you need help, you can go for help and bring that help in. But not everybody has to know everything that you're doing, because it's important to keep things in that non-physical stage until they're ready to come out. If they're not ready to come out yet, then it's not time to tell people about it. Next up, we have another card from the Wild Unknown Tarot. You've got the Five of Cups. Okay, that talks about loss. Yeah, so remember, I was saying that you went through some difficult situations. You might be in a hard situation right now, or you might be coming out of it. The Five of Cups is like, yeah, it's the loss card. And so it's sort of this idea that, in other decks is kind of depicted as three cups having fallen over. So they've fallen over and the water is coming out of them. And the person is crying over those cups because they've lost so much in their life. But the thing about it is that sitting behind them are two cups that are still upright. So once they allow themselves to mourn, and it's important to mourn things that are gone, it's important to feel your feelings outright. Please feel your feelings. If you bottle them up, then you prolong the process, and then they kind of sit and they rot inside of you, and then you're all blocked up. And trust me, when you're blocked up, it's never a good thing. You don't want to be blocked up. So feel the feelings, let it out, let it come to you, and then remember, you've got these two cups remaining in your life. So you've got these two cups left over that you can focus all your energy into, and that's where the star is coming in. That you have stuff in life. It's about this, like, this kind of transforming your consciousness a little bit into thinking of things from a new perspective, seeing things from a new perspective, not allowing yourself to be stuck in the old perspective anymore, where it's like, okay, well, what do I have left? What do I have left in my life to be grateful for? What do I have left to be happy about? What is here in life that's present for me right here, right now? And when you can tap into that, you're really going to be able to tap into this star energy and bring forward whatever you're trying to bring forward in this life. It's going to come from shifting your perspective and letting go of all the things that didn't work out. If something didn't work in the past, that's fine. That was the past. I can let that go. Maybe it will come back to you. Well, that's the other thing too, is like, there's this idea, and I firmly believe this, that everything that's meant for you in life will come to you, right? And there's never energy wasted. If you put in something somewhere, like, it'll come back to you. If you put in energy somewhere, it will come back to you. So don't worry about that. Let go of these cups. You can let go of these cups, and if they're meant for you, right? If this thing was meant for you, if you were trying to work on a specific project and it never worked out, and now you're ready to do something else, like, you can let that project go, because if it was meant for you, it will come back to you in a different form. It will. And if it wasn't meant to be, it will go away. And either way, it'll be okay. I've dealt with this very, very directly in my life. Because for a long period of time, I was just trying to make music, and that's what I thought my life was going to be. I thought I was just going to be a musician, and like, that was going to be it. I mean, I'm an artist and I have a lot of creative stuff and a lot of projects I want to do, but I was focusing all of my efforts into making the music happen first, and it just wasn't coming, and it wasn't working, and it wasn't working the way I wanted, and all of this stuff. So I had to let it go. And by doing that, now look at me. I've started this tarot channel. I made an entire short film. I've been doing so many more projects, so many more things, and it's because I'm allowing whatever needs to come into my life come in now, and I'm letting go of all of the things that are no longer working for me. So you have that energy kind of coming in here as well. Next up, we have from the 1JJ Swiss deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, which is moving on, letting go and moving on, right? It's exactly what we've been talking about. That's amazing. So it's this idea that these 8 cups have worked for you in your situation for some time. They were what you needed for a while. They got you through. These were things, coping mechanisms, situations, people, projects, whatever it was. They were things that got you through at the end of the day. They got you on to the next phase. But now they don't work anymore. These 8 cups don't fit you anymore. They're not applicable to your life anymore. They don't work for your situation. They don't work for where you're going. So it's time to let these cups go and walk out into the sunset to try to find the 9th and 10th cup. So you're being encouraged to leave behind a situation, leave behind what is no longer serving you, leave behind whatever is no longer working in your life, and really, really embrace whatever's coming next. Embrace the newness that's coming in for you, and embrace this North Star, follow your heart, follow your guidance. It's trying to lead you in the right direction, and be grateful for the things in life that are still here. Be grateful for the things in life that really are working out for you. Finally, we have from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so the Knights are all about the energy that's happening. It's the movement that is happening in the reading for me. That's how I interpret the Knights. And so for me, what's happening is you have movement going on in the Wands. The Wands are all about your passions and your drives and what lights you up in life. Where's your fire? What's firing you up to move day to day, move on? What are you excited about? What do you want to make happen? What do you want to go out and do? All of that, like that energy, and so you have all of this energy around your passions and your drives coming in. And it's by following your inner compass, your North Star is coming in to shine a light on the right direction, and you're ready to move in that direction. So you might have to let some things go, and it's time to let go of the past and to let go of anything that didn't work out and move into something that's going to work for you. And remember to use your own cunning and your own wisdom in that. Not everybody has to know what you're doing. You don't have to share all of your projects with everybody. You don't have to share all of the things that you're working on with everybody. You can let some things go, and let some things just stay as visions until they're physical. And then you can share them when you're ready to share them. Keep things to yourself until you're ready to share, and then you can share it with the world. So yeah, anyway, pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope that it resonates. Please let me know either way. This was a pretty general reading. If you want to get way more specific about you and your life and your situation, please feel free to get a private reading with me. I have them available at my website at www.junodrome.com. Feel free to check those out and let me know either way. And then finally, I'm excited to announce I've launched a Patreon page that you can help support me more, and I can give you way, way, way more bonus content, a lot more stuff than I'm just posting on my channel. So it'll get super in depth about you and your life and your situation, what's going on, all of that stuff. So please feel free to check that out at www.patreon.com/Junodrome. And then finally, I'd just like to thank all of my new YouTube subscribers. I'm so thankful to have you with me on this journey, and I'm really excited to see where all of this takes us. So anyway, thank you so, so, so much, and I will catch you later. Have a great day. Hi there, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. This is the reading for all of you who chose this really great amethyst stone. This is what the little birdie told me. What are the messages on the wind for you and your life and your situation? We're going to dive right in and try to figure that out. This is a general reading, and yeah, we'll kind of just see what's coming in for you. First up, from the Fairytale Lenormand, we've got the cross. All right, so that's spirituality right there. The little birdie, the wind, look at the wind is coming in right now. This is great. We've got an angel here. If you believe in angels, working with angels can be really great. But, there's also spirits and guides and nature elementals, the spirit of Mother Earth herself. There's a lot spiritually that you can work with here, and you're being asked to work with them, So what are they trying to tell me? They're trying to tell me that they want to talk to you directly. So you're really being encouraged to tune into your own sense of spirituality with this reading. Let's see what the next card is. You got the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, so that's telling me that you put in a lot of work in some area. There's a lot of work that's going on in your life. You're trying to make something happen. You've been working really hard to make something happen in your life, and it's coming. Part of this message is saying that it's coming, but it's still going to take more work, right? You've got more work to do. There's more that needs to be done before harvest season. So it's not quite ready to collect these cups yet. There's still more that needs to happen first. And so you're really kind of being encouraged with this to remember that, to dive into your own faith in yourself and faith in the spiritual realms. Maybe, tapping into asking for help from your guides. We all have a spirit team. We all have guides on the other side who are helping us, who are working with us, who are helping us make things happen. And so you're being encouraged to talk to them more, to work with them more directly, to open yourself up to that idea that there spiritually is a lot of help available to you, and they want to help you make this thing happen. So you're not alone. Remember that as you're building, whatever you're trying to make happen, whatever you're moving towards in life, you're not alone in it. You have help from the other side. You have friends on the other side who are here to tell you that you're not in it alone. So don't think that. Next up from the 1JJ Swiss deck, we've got the three of Cups, which is celebration. It's coming together with friends to celebrate something. So, I think in this instance, the friends who want to come in and help celebrate with you are your spirit team. It's your guides directly who are like, no, we want to help. We want to help you. We want to celebrate with you. We want to be in this joyful period with you. That you're working really hard to make something happen. Maybe you're kind of putting in too much work, and you don't have to put in too much work. That's not necessarily what I mean. What I mean is that maybe you're working too hard, and you can loosen it up a little bit. You can give some things to the divine to help you out that way, and you can work together, right? We co-create with spirit. At the end of the day, with our lives, when we're trying to manifest, if you're working on manifesting something, manifestation is a co-creation. So it's two parts, right? It's you doing your part for sure, but then it's also giving part of it to the universe itself and having faith that the universe is going to bring some of that in for you, and it's together. It's a give and a take. It's like, okay, I believe that the universe is here to help me, and the universe is going to take care of some things. I'm going to do as much as I can, but I'm not going to work myself into, the ground, because then I'm using all of my energy and I'm not going to be available to go the long race, right? Like, remember that you're doing a marathon and you're not sprinting. When you're manifesting something, when you're working towards bringing something into your life, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here, which is talking about harvest seasoning, right? It's like planting for harvest. If you're planting for harvest season, like, you're planting all year long. You know what I mean? You're planting for months and months and months. So you're running a marathon here. You're not running a sprint. So it's important to keep your energies up there, right? To rest when you need it, to not put all of your energy into trying to make something happen in just one instant. And remember that you have help, you have guidance, you have people on the other side who are really here to work with you, that want to work with you, that are coming in to help celebrate with you, and to take it easy on yourself, to work when you need to work, make things happen when you need to make things happen, but also don't push it too hard. You don't have to push too hard. You can push and you can try to work, but also rest when you need to rest. Next up from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we have the Hanged Man here. So I think that maybe you felt blocked for a bit. This card can talk about being blocked and things not moving forward. And I think that that's where that blockage is coming from. I think it's because you're working too hard, you're pushing too hard, and because of that, you're not in the receptive mode enough. The art of manifestation is also about receiving things in. It's about putting things out and then having them come back. It's that exchange. It's like, I'm going to do the work to try to make something happen, and then I'm going to allow that thing to come into my life. And in order to allow things to come in, you got to take breaks. You got to be resting. You got to take your mind off of certain things. You got to give yourself other things to think about, other things to work on. Just give yourself, that break, that rest. Rest is so important. Finally, we have, the 6 of Swords, which talks about going away. It's moving on from something. So don't be afraid to leave behind any situations that are no longer working in your life. If they're getting in the way, if they're blocking you, right? If you're coming into an idea of what's blocking you from achieving what you want, and connecting with your guides and your spirits and your intuition, because it's all trying to help show you this, that means that there are certain things and situations in your life that are actually maybe blocking you and that you're ready to walk away from. So you're being encouraged to walk away from certain situations, certain people, certain events, certain anything. You're being encouraged to to allow yourself to move on from those things, to move into a new direction, to move away from where you've been, and move on to a new thing. And that might mean leaving behind some people or some places or some situations or some things that are no longer serving you and are actually getting in the way of you being able to go off and make what you want to have happen. And remember, you've got help, and you've got joy, you've got spirits, you have guides, you have people on the other side who are egging you on, who want to work with you, who are ready to work with you, who want to help you, who are so proud of you, and they want to celebrate with you. So just remember that the wind is coming in. What did the little birdie told me? They told me that you're a really hard worker, that you want to make something happen, and they want to celebrate with you. They want to talk to you directly. So I'm giving you the telephone here, passing on the message to you to tune in and connect. So anyway, pile number 5, that was my reading for you. I know that these were kind of quick readings, but if you ever want something longer, more detailed, more about you specifically in your life and your situation, any questions you might have, please feel free to check out my website, www.junodrome.com. I've got a bunch of private readings available there for you. And then finally, I've launched a Patreon page which is available for you to help support me. So please feel free to check that out. I've got a bunch of really awesome bonus content there that you can't get anywhere else. That's available at www.patreon.com/junodrome. And then finally, I just want to share a quick thanks with all of my wonderful new YouTube subscribers. I'm so thankful and happy to have you here with me. So thanks for being a part of this journey with me. And I'm really excited to bring about more things with you. So anyway, that was my reading for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. See ya.